In this video we're going to have a look at some of the things you can do with the Explain Everything app. Explain Everything is an app where when you connect your iPad to a projector or a TV, either wired or wirelessly, you can show live interactive presentations, and at the same time you can record and share those presentations or tutorials or explanations so students can use them again later, or you might choose to just create recordings ahead of time that students can use. So let's have a look. Here we are with Explain Everything. So the first thing we're going to do is go in and choose New Project, and you can start by bringing in documents or photos from another source, or you can start with a blank project, and that's what we're going to do, go with a blank project. And this is the Explain Everything home screen. So at the main part of the screen is a slide, and we can have as many slides as we like by hitting Add Slide to add more, and we can see where we are down in the bottom left hand corner, which slide we're on, and then we can add a whole heap of things to these slides. So in that way it seems quite similar to PowerPoint. Where it's different is that we also have these recording options along the bottom. So as we're adding things, it'll record what we're doing on the screen, and it'll also record what we say, so you can create a record of all the things that you've done. So let's have a go and look at some of the different options. So we've got to add a new slide here. And so let's just pop one in, bang, happens straight away. We're on slide 2. We can use the arrows down the bottom to move around. The next button is a slide sorter, where we can move things around until we have them in place where we want them. The next tool is the pen tool. So one of the very simplest things you might want to do is record how to do something, like a handwriting lesson or a how to solve a sum. And by hitting record as you do it, you can record what's happening on the screen and what you're saying at the same time. So let's give a little bit of an example. Let's just say we were doing a handwriting lesson. We'd hit record and we're going to say OK. To make the letter A, we're going to go across, down, come round, back up to the top, down, and a little flick. Do that again, across and down, back up again, down, and give a little flick. When you've finished, hit pause. And then we can check the recording to see how it sounds. So I'll just pop the microphone down there. Hit record, and we're going to say OK. To make the letter A, we're going to go across, down, come round, back up to the top, down, and a little flick. Do that again, across and down, back up again, down, and give a little flick. When you've finished, hit pause. So there you go, you can create a little interactive video quite quickly, and then once you're finished you can export the video by hitting the video button, and you can either send it out to your camera roll, or you can add it to your YouTube account, or email it to yourself, add it to a Dropbox file, or if your school's got a WebDAV server. Lots of options there, and you can choose to export all the slides or just the slide you're looking at. So lots of choice, lots of options. So that's one way we can use Explain Everything. Of course there's more to it. Let's pick up another slide. We can of course change our pens. This by pressing and holding on the pen. Lots of colours, lots of pen width thicknesses. We can adjust the transparency if you bring it back to about a quarter. See if I can pick it up there. There we go. And that will create a highlighter for you, so then you can pick the highlighting colours as well. So that way if you've got some text in there, that can be quite useful. There's also a pointer. So when we turn the pointer on, it'll actually mark on the page what you're talking about. And then the next one is a shape drawer. At the moment it's set on arrows, so you could use it to point out different things. With the shape, each time you want to draw one, you have to tap the shape tool again. But there's a lot more to it. If you press and hold, you can see we've got circles, squares, stars, arrows or lines. You've got the colours. You can set the fill colour. You can set how transparent it is. You can set the borders, how big the border widths are, and whether you want a shadow or not. So we could say I want a circle, I want it to be that rainbow colour. That's big. Say let's go for pink. That looks pretty good. It gives me a bit of choice. Going to make it about 50% transparency. I want a black border. I want it to be fairly thick, and I want a shadow. Let's see how we go. There we are. So we've now got exactly what we were seeking, a circle. We can see it's transparent when we move it over the other items. So lots of options there. So that gives you a couple of the things you can do with Explain Everything, and we'll talk about some more in the next video.